Hey family, Pastor Willingham here. I wanted to share with you on the topic today of what happens when you can no longer hide what God is doing in your life. What happens when you can no longer hide it? You know, sometimes we live in a world where, living for God is frowned upon. People will look at us differently and so forth. And sometimes there is a pressure to hide the deepness of what God has in us. But there comes a point in time when the thing of God is in us is so strong that we can no longer hide it. And what happens when we can no longer hide what God is doing in our lives? And this is the situation that happened with the mother or the parents of Moses, in that they lived in a world where the political order had said for them to destroy all the male children. And yet Moses had been kept alive, and eventually he grew to a point where he just could not be hidden anymore. And the story reads this way. It's in Exodus 2nd chapter, verses 1 through 3. Exodus 2nd chapter, verses 1 through 3. And it reads this way, that there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi, and the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw that he was a goodly child, and she saw that this child was blessed and had an anointing on him, she hid him for 3 months. See, she hid him. When she saw the anointing on him, she hid him 3 months. She hid him 3 months because she knew the danger in the world around her would try to destroy his anointing. And some of us are that way today. We have something, again, a power in our lives from God, and we feel as if we have to hide it because people won't understand it, or the world might try to destroy it. And so she hid him 3 months, and when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and she put the child therein, and she laid him in the river in a tiny ark, because she got to a place again where she just could not hide the thing that God had given her. And some of us, again, are in that place where God brings us to a place when we just can no longer hide it. And we have to release this thing that God has put in us, this thing that God has given us. And so that's my encouragement to you today. If you have something of God that God has put in you, and maybe you've been hiding it, maybe you've been worried about it, maybe you've been worried about how people will react to you, and I encourage you to do what the mother of Moses has done here, is stop hiding, and when you can no longer hide it, release your gift into the world, because Moses would change the world when his mother would no longer hide it, when she would release it. And so release your gift, release your anointing into the world, and God will protect it and allow it to manifest and make the difference that you're supposed to make in the world. So God bless you. I thank you for watching and subscribing, and I encourage you to share this information with someone whom you love, whose life that you can change. Have a great day. and I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.